June 29, 2023. Ukraine war, 9 years and 5 months since the invasion of Crimea. Day 491 of Special Putin's operations. A 6-day recap. Week in review. Ukraine is making incremental but steady ground gains in the south, while the Kremlin is pushing the northern front. Prigozhin did that thing, now Putin is purging and parading to present power. The Dnieper flooding is drying, and spring grains are being harvested. Dnieper Line. The highlight of the last week is a minor foothold that Ukraine has made around the Antonivka Bridge. Shelling by both sides continued along this front, as did varying levels of civilian rescue, recovery and assistance efforts for flood victims. Russia has reinforced with the 7th Airborne Assault Division and the Kherson Zaporizhzhya Front. The gain of Rivenpil cleared an area of nearly 40 kilometers after weeks of fighting through the Mokry-Yoli River Valley. Moscow placed the 126th Motorized Rifle Brigade along this valley. Further west, Moscow has placed the 42nd Motorized Rifle Division Command in the town of Chernihivka. East Front, Donetsk. Heavy fighting continued in this area, with both sides making minor gains. The sudden movement of Chechnyan troops to Rostov over the weekend may have disrupted Moscow's plans. Bakhmut Area. Ukraine gained about a dozen square kilometers in the last 6 days. The Kremlin brought the 83rd Separate Guards Air Assault Brigade to the front, and moved the 57th Motorized Rifle Brigade from close support to the front. Oskil border front. This area was the scene of the heaviest of the Kremlin's attacks in the last week. Russia has brought the 123 Artillery Brigade into fire support range north of Lysychansk. Russia's 5th Separate Motorized Brigade appears to have been removed from the theater, replaced with the 7th Motorized Regiment of the 18th MSD. Finally, north of Kupiansk, Russian military bloggers are claiming that the Kremlin gained 10 square kilometers of forest. Northern border. The questions of the ending of Wagner in Belarus and their withdrawal from Belgrade are probably the primary points of note in the last week. There has been some shelling out of Bryansk and Kursk into surrounding territories. Black Sea. Multiple tactical and strategic positions were damaged or destroyed by Ukraine in the last week. The Chonga Bridge was proven a successful destruction, with reports of a pontoon bridge being erected. A rail line a few kilometers west of the Kerch Bridge had a section destroyed. At least 3 Russian command and storage depots along the sea's edges were hit with missiles. Ukraine world-related. Prigozhin managed to destroy the remaining pride of the Russian air forces, Wagner's reputation in the Kremlin, Putin's grip on power, and much of the Russian military's morale, in just under 24 hours. NATO nations spent much time expressing their willingness to train Ukraine's fighter pilots on planes that do not yet appear to exist. The US is sending another aid package of $500 million in Patriots, HIMARS, and other necessary gear, on top of another package of Strykers and Bradleys. Germany is slating another batch of Leopard 2 tanks to be delivered in winter 2024. Poland is sending 5 more MiG-29, 2 brigades worth of small arms, and 1 million rounds of ammunition. We aim to bring more. Like and subscribe.